What is good, everybody? Welcome back to Monday Night in the Pit, the show where your responses are featured here. I asked you guys on the community tab, how do you feel about Halo Infinite now that we know the release date of fall 2021? And from all the information and pictures 343 dropped in their big update last week. I'm going to go in the order that the comments were received as always. If you don't know what we're talking about, a giant update over on Halo Waypoint was provided for Halo Infinite. We learned about the release date. We saw pictures of new armor coatings, even some multiplayer map screenshots, which is wild. Lots of insights into the graphics from last summer and the work that's being done. So without further ado, let's dive in. Joey Femia. That armor coating is so sick. Yeah, if you guys haven't looked at it, I think they're all 4K if you click the pictures. Some of those armor sets look really, really good. Yeehaw J24. I'm happy that they are taking the time they need. The game looks good from what they've shown. I'm very excited. It's just the wait is going to be a bit tough. Ready to play it though. I am with you, man. Another year is going to be a long time. Selfishly, from the content creator side, it's going to be a long wait, but we are going to get flighting with this. So I think that'll make the wait easier. And plus, MCC's in a pretty good state, so if you need something to fill the gap right now, MCC's rocking and rolling. AYQ, white and gray color combination is locked behind getting max rank in Halo 5. I am sure that is not going to be the only white, gray, and red armor coating, dude. There's going to be so few people with an SR-152 in the game. He's referring to, by the way, the SR-152 coating was shown in this update, so if you hit max rank in Halo 5, if you're one of those people, you're getting a really great looking armor coating, but I'm pretty certain that there's going to be options for those of us who did not sink that much time into Halo 5. I think I'm in the SR-70s. There's not a chance I'd ever go for 152, but I think it is cool that there are some pinnacle rewards. I wonder if there'll be any MCC themed rewards or whatnot. Player accomplishment rewards are always something that's cool. But yeah, if that's the only white and gray one, I'll be right there with you, AYQ. I'll be bummed out. The Semerix 16. After 343's other Halo games, I was cautiously optimistic about Halo Infinite, but now, since we have some concrete information, I'm quite excited. I do still hope that it comes as a full package and not half-made like Halo 5, with several missing features. Yeah, I think so, man. If they have... Yeah, the expectations only get higher the longer the thing is delayed. So if there's any big critical staple features or game types or whatever missing, that probably won't bode all that well for first impressions. Ryro Gaming, the Spartan models look amazing. Absolutely cannot wait to play this game. Do agree, man. It's like Halo Reach in 4K. I love it. Omar Mahmood, I think the problem of Halo's art style has been resolved forever now. The designs retain what I liked about 343 style, but also harken back to the Bungie visual style. Yeah, I think the armor stuff is just looking spot on. If you were to ask fans from 5 down on to like Halos 1 and 2, I haven't heard any negative feedback about the way the armor's looking so far. That's great. Slack Starfish 81. I gotta be honest, I have little confidence in this game after that E3 reveal and finding out that microtransactions are going to be a major thing. Well, 343 and their updates have said there's going to be tons of stuff that you can unlock without buying anything. Yeah, it's free to play, and yeah, there will be cosmetic things you can purchase. But until we see what it is, I don't know. I think it's sort of an assumption to just go that like microtransactions will be huge in this game. Now, when it comes out, if it's not balanced well and there's too much in that side of things, I will be right there with you. But until we get there, I don't know. There's just not enough information to really form, I think, an opinion on sort of the payment model yet. But again, if it's out of whack, I'll be right there with you. Marx the Socialist. When I heard about the delay and after that about the game director stepping back, I had lost almost all hope that this would not be a mess. This longer delay now gives me some confidence. I could wait a year or even more for 343. It's something that could compare to the earlier Halos. Yeah, man, the wait will be tough, but if it delivers on it, that's awesome. Alex Murphy. I'm legitimately uninterested in any new 343 product. The only way to get me to play this game is if they go through the old channels of having people I trust say it's good. Other than that, I could not care less. Well, yeah, it's free, so on the multiplayer side, there's no cost of entry, and if it's awesome, sweet, and if it's not, you're not out any money. But yeah, I think there's a lot of old fans who want to see results, right, before they're hopping on any sort of bandwagon. And I can understand that for sure, dude. Not so common sense. The best part about the update for me was the announcement of the flighting. It will make the year easier to get through because I can't see MCC carrying much momentum that long. Yeah, so we do get flights. That is confirmed. I know people were worried about that if the game was going to be coming out sooner. Were we going to get the chance to test it? And now we are, and that's good, man. That gives them more opportunities to tweak and get feedback and hopefully polish this thing up before its full release. Robert Ahern. I think the game is shaping up to be pretty good. My only big worry on the customization side would be how much of a grind it is to unlock stuff without having to buy anything. I'm definitely excited to play the flights and learn more about the game. Yes, that balance will be critical, and this is their first foray into free-to-play. I just hope the systems are balanced in a way that leave a good first impression. I think Undertune is your safest bet when it comes to a free-to-play game. If it feels generous to the player, they will stick around. If you tune it the opposite way at launch and then scale it back, you may burn bridges with people who aren't interested in returning. I love Apex Legends, but I still feel like the Battle Pass's progression speed is really slow. Just look at the start of this last season, how they had to retune that thing massively because of the immense backlash that occurred. It was just too grindy. It was way too hard to unlock things. Johannes, I just follow the news casually, but I can say that I'm still bummed over the delay. I just hope that it's worth the wait and that they won't ruin it in the end through monetization. Yeah, sounds like there's a lot of concerns about how this free-to-play push is going to go. I am looking forward to maybe in the flight seeing that or just getting more information there. Poobaloo, I'm frustrated. Less so that the game has been pushed back, but actively knowing that I will likely stop playing Halo multiplayer in early 2021 since the ranked multiplayer scene is almost dried up. Yeah, I think they've been trying with the MCC ranked incentives and the consolidation to make it a little bit better, but I'm with you, dude. I've been playing MCC for the last year. I love it. It's fun. It's in a great state, but you can only play Halo 3 for so long. It's been so many years. I'm very happy with where it's at, but it also, that underlying heartbeat, that tone, that thing that keeps you coming back, it just feels like the party hasn't started yet and we've got a ways to go before it does. Toby Robinson, info and pictures from 343? First time hearing about it. Oh, bro, well then check the link in the description. Been playing Destiny 2 on Series X all day and it feels so good. I'm happy 343 took their time. Infinite demo looks so bad. Here's hoping for an excellent Halo game. Yes, I'll lift my glass to that, dude. LT? Infinite looks like it could be the next big thing. Now we just need the gameplay to back it up. Yes, I am ready for some gameplay reveal stuff. On the multiplayer side, what does this look like and what does it play like? Because although fall 2021 seems like a long way away, you guys remember the Halo 5 beta was over Christmas and January-ish before the next fall's release. I hope we see it soon. Tristan Kidder. You know, I'm totally all right with this. We've waited this long. Why not wait a little longer? I'm trusting 343 to surprise us with this game. Time will tell. We'll just have to see. Meltrix. Overall, I'm really happy with the update. Actually happy for the fall 2021 release date because I feel like that gives them time to really go in depth with the rest of the development cycle. Color customization is still disappointing, yeah, but after seeing that they're already set on this system, I'm going to stop complaining and just see where it goes. Really looking forward to hearing more about the game in the future. Side note, flighting will be announced at E3 2021. That's my prediction, especially if the game releases in November. Man, I hope it's sooner than that. E3 is like another world away, it feels like, man. Who knows what the globe's gonna be next summer, if we're gonna actually be meeting in person or not. With the armor coating thing, yeah, I don't know what to say on it, man. I mean, it looks amazing and it sounds really cool, but I'm always a huge fan of player agency. Just look at some of the Treyarch CODs, the level of customization that they allow you when you make custom, weapon camos and spray paints and all that stuff, dude. We'll just have to wait and see, because I'm sure there'll be incredible artist-made ones. But couldn't that system also let the player, change hue of zone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, I get it. It's going to a free-to-play mode. It's just going to be hard to walk that tightrope of removing some player agency and at the same time building in colors are now unlockable things. It just depends on how it lands. I really don't know. I'm also tired, though, of getting hung up in it. I want to see what it's like more before throwing my hat in the ring further, Brandon Flores. Joe Staten's remarks on the campaign being how CE was meant to be after 20 years of technology development made me really hopeful. Also, the armor looked amazing. Yeah, his word carries a lot of weight, and that does get me quite excited. Like, this is the realization of that vision 20 years on. Pretty cool if it delivers. Stay thirsty, my friends. If this game has one bug or needs a day one patch, I'm a flip. More than enough time to get this game right. Yeah, I mean, that is, again, the downside of all the delays and this stuff is players' expectations get higher and higher the more time goes by. JRums96. It looks better, however, I'm still cautiously optimistic. My comment from earlier still stands. I just want it to be good. I don't care how long it takes. In my opinion, Reach was the last good Halo game. The addition of unnecessary power-ups and COD like ADS needs to go. Just make Halo. It's special, just the way it is. That's why it's one of the most successful gaming franchises in history. All I want is a high-quality, nostalgia-packed Halo game. No frills or dumb additions, just make a good game. Also, bring the M rating back. I don't know why they downgraded it in Halo 5. I think they wanted to expand the audience. I mean, look at the Mega Bloks toys and look at aren't there Nerf Halo toys too? Like, I think by going with the T, they were trying to capture that younger audience. I'm sure they did demographic research and whatnot, but I do agree with you. When you try and please everyone, that delivers mediocrity. And I feel like from Reach onward, they've been trying really hard to, like, how do we tap into a new audience instead of saying, this is the fan base we want to go for, no compromises, we're going to make this. And even if that doesn't sit super well at all the board meetings and all the higher up things where I'm sure, top level people want to see this being the most popular game to the widest variety of people, which is great. But again, when you build something that tries to suit the preferences of everybody, you just get mediocrity. You have to pick and stick to your guns, what you're going to do and who you're going to build this for. Viper. The bit about the work they're doing on graphics is great news and brings me a bit of peace of mind. Coding still don't look like a good idea. I'm worried they'll be restrictive like shaders in Destiny 2, though overall this update kind of restored some of my optimism. Yeah, I'd say similarly, like, it is so hard to dodge the negative connotation that the shaders in Destiny 2 had. So we're just gonna have to see how this plays, and maybe they have to shift their stance on it later down the road. It sounds like it's, from a systems level, this is it. So a lot riding on it, I guess. Seems like it's been a huge sticking point, much bigger than I would have thought. Aaron Knudsen. I just hope we'll be able to start flooding soon. Can't wait to see it on next gen. Me too, man. After seeing that multiplayer screenshot, what does this look like in action? That looks like concept art to me, dude. Like, I want to see this thing running. Unto boy. I think fall 2021 release is good as it gives a lot of time for improvement. The codings system that they showed looked cool. Some of the designs look really good, but I hope they still have basic RGB settings in the game. RBG threw me off big there, dude. I also hope they keep it simple. I don't want over-the-top cosmetics. I think the codings they showed with a few key colors and patterns look great, and I hope they keep that look. Yeah, art style-wise, man, I am hippity hyped, just like you. And I think with that, that is where we're going to call it. I know there is like 150 more comments to go. I just have to keep these videos not crazy long. YouTube is very weird this year. Some weeks, yeah, and other weeks it's like, what on earth happened? Thank you guys very much for the feedback. And it sounds like a lot of people are interested in how the pay side of the game is going to work. Like, how are purchasable cosmetics going to fit into this universe? People seem also okay with the wait, disappointed, but there's going to be a very high bar set. I mean, each of these delays continues to raise the expectations of the players, myself included. And so if day one it doesn't land or stick, that is going to be a hard hill to climb out of, in my opinion. Selfishly, you guys, as a content creator, another year wait is a very long time. And although I'm quite happy with where MCC is at and what it delivered this last year, I think I'm going to have to get creative as we wait for flighting and other stuff, because timing-wise, that's like another eon away. And it might be time to poke my head into a few different FPS games just to fill out some time, because that is a ways away. Overall, I think it's the right decision. I'm very happy about this update, and I'm glad they keyed us in. I just want to see them being ahead of the curve, though. No more of these marketing partnerships revealing systems that they then have to play catch up to explain. Just show us some gameplay, man. What does it look like? What does the multiplayer look like? Those screenshots, again, looked like concept art to me. So if it delivers on something like that, you no longer have to go deep diving into all the intricacies of the different systems. People will just be excited knowing there's a fun Halo game coming. I think that's all we want, is just a fun Halo game, dude. So thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you had a great start to your week. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter, BBK Dragoon. Do that YouTube stuff if you enjoyed. Always keep an eye out on my community tab. Usually on Sundays, I'm posting next Monday Night in the Pits question. So if you want to be featured, drop your comments there. Have a good rest of your week, and I will see you again very soon.